we've had a bit of bad weather. I'm just waiting now for some other parts. I could take the bonnet off, but like I said, I'm keeping it together at the moment so I can move it, because I'll be moving it elsewhere to finalise the build. We're waiting on the chassis and everything, so we'll just go through that. So what I've done is ordered a Richard chassis. I'm waiting for that to turn up. That's obviously got to be built. So you get all the information here, depending on what country you're in by the looks of it. There was a few different companies that made chassis, and I was thinking about going with a Mare one because they make it heavy duty, but they couldn't answer questions to me like Richards could, and like Richard said, what is the point of having a 4mm heavy duty chassis and all the rest of it, unless you've got a crane on the back or something. I think they were right. So it's quite good really, because you get all the instructions for painting if you didn't know, for the tea washing and everything else, which is quite nice really. And the seams that require sealing, I watched a guy with that. You can buy this stuff to paint on the seams. I will do that myself. So I'm quite happy with that. And there's the bill. I mean, that's quite an expensive jobby. But we have all the pieces, look. So we've got that and the galvanised chassis and the bulkhead and all the bits and pieces to go with it, and that should be a whole fitting kit. I'll be annoyed if it's not for this money. Like I've said before, the chassis itself isn't too bad actually, and it could easily be repaired. But going to the extent of the strip down and the nut and bolt restoration that I'm going to do, I just thought it was best to spend the money. Could I have done it without spending the money? Yeah, of course I could have done. I could have stripped that chassis down, welded a new rear end on it. I only want the cross member at the end welded on it. Everything else seems pretty good. But you know, the car is 2003. I'm looking at doing this vehicle for myself, and this will be a daily user for, you know, forever basically. So if I spend the money on it now, that will last forever. So this is the how do you say it, the thoughts behind doing the nut and bolt restoration. So anyway, I'm sorry I haven't got anything else going on at the moment. I might strip some wings down. You can see the weather out there is not very good at the moment. I'm in the process of building a shed to put the Landrover in. What I want to do is, before I strip the bulkhead down, is have the new bulkhead painted and ready to go, so I can pull bits off and put straight on the bulkhead, so I get everything correct. Not being a mechanic or anything like that. So that's my plan, and yeah, we're just waiting. So Richard Chassis aren't building my chassis until the 16th of April, and obviously we need to paint that, treat the chassis. I'm going to paint it. I was thinking not to paint it, but I'm going to paint it now. And obviously the bulkhead need painting, need that sealing, so I can do some videos on that. So unfortunately I've got not much else to show you at the moment, unless I strip the wings down later on. Okay, thanks for watching.